Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I present to you dedicated railway rifle build. And it's not bloodied, it's mostly full health, sometimes it's 60% health, but I will explain a little bit later. You can see my dedicated build, it's different than all my builds I did so far because the weapon is totally different than any other weapon in this game. It's of course VATS focus, but it's both power armor and non-power armor. Majority of time power armor, and you can see the Garahan outfit as it fits the team perfectly. With this railway rifle it does look really good. I will show you as well. I have a backpack. This is the ore backpack. I don't remember when those items been in the Atom shop, but they did. They perfectly fit this build. I do have them. Although if you don't, then I'm pretty sure they will come back at some point. About the power armor I'm using, it is of course nothing else but excavator, and this time I use Garahan extractor paint just to fit the team. If everything is Garahan themed, then this one is too. And that's about cosmetic aspect of the build. Let's jump into bread and butter of this build. The base special distribution before legendary perks is as follows. You can see it in here. There are legendary perks. A lot of them max out. But just quickly, if you don't have it yet, let's say you was level 50 something, you can downscale this build for your needs and use it with railway rifle. It's powerful enough weapon that you can do that and use it quite early on. But now legendary perks. Legendary perks used is taking one for the team, electric absorption, funky dots, and then 3 special, intelligence, agility, endurance. In case you are grinding for the build and you need to make a decision what to upgrade first, funky dots at 1 star works perfectly fine. Electric absorption at 1 star works perfectly fine. Taking one for the team is not a core card for this build. It's very helpful, but not the core. Therefore, early on you can ignore it and just max out your special first. Hopefully starting with intelligence, as intelligence boosts your experience gain. Then maxing intelligence first helps to max out other stuff faster. Then those 3 cards I would recommend to rank up first, then rank up taking one for the team, then go for electric absorption, and last funky dots. And now perks themselves. This build is quite tanky, that's why you have blocker, we have bandolier, spikes are super heavy, you need this one, and trawling pharmacy to carry all the chems for personal use or for later sale. After that, perception, of course it needs to be maxed out. We have ground pounder, tank killer, concentrated fire, just rank 1, commando, expert commando, and master commando, just rank 2, as there is no more points left. Under endurance we have life giver, chem fend, and fireproof rank 2. That's perfectly fine. It's enough, as mostly you'll be running in power armor, and inside the power armor, fireproof rank 2 is good enough. After that we have quite high charisma, because we need a lot of perks. We need tenderizer, we need party boy to increase our accuracy in VATS while using power armor or full health builds. After that we have strength in numbers to have benefits from joining public teams. You don't need to play with people, you just need to join public team. And inspirational to get more experience. Intelligence is first aid for tankiness, and gunsmith to do not repair railway rifle very often. Under agility, through hiker to carry more food. I like to carry more food. If you don't want to carry too much food and just craft whatever you need, it's always an option to use something else. I like it. Adrenaline rank 1, gunfu rank 1, action boy, max out, as we'll be using a lot of VATS, and born survival. If you do have like power armor items with AP refresh, you can swap it to something else more useful, or for example you can try to go higher rank of adrenaline. Under luck, we have class freak max out, critical savvy max out, good with salt max out, star genes, and curator. It's a perfect loadout I like to use for most of my builds. In case of this build, the most important is critical savvy. You can play it without class freak if you want to. If you really want to use something else under luck, like bloody mess, you can do that. You can play without good with salt if you do not carry too much food. Of course, you can do that and swap it for something else. Now, what you can strip out if you are lower level and you don't have everything that I do have in here, you can easily reduce the rank on Gunsmith. You can easily give up on extra tankiness or chems by dropping Life Giver or Chemfend. You can drop Trawling Pharmacy if you don't have any chems to carry around. Therefore, there are options to reduce the initial cost of this build. It's not too difficult. Now, the gear. The most important part will be quad railway with faster watts critical meter. This is what you are aiming for. First start quad, third star faster critical meter. The second star, if you can get watts hit damage or watts hit chance, it will be great. If you can't, like I didn't roll anything good here, then ignore the second star. It's the least important. The most important is to get quad and watts critical meter second. If you will get something different like anti-armor but watts critical meter feels faster, you can still use it. It's still good. As long as first or third star is what you need, you can use it effectively. But of course, more stars you roll in places they should be, the better. Those are the modifications used for the weapon. About the armor, as I said, Excavator is a power armor. Doesn't matter what legendary mods you will get for it. +1 luck can be helpful. About regular armor, you have two options to go. You can go with unyielding like I have in here, as it serves me utility when I need it. And I got extra luck that is required to get crit every second shot if I drop my health to 60% of my health. As you can see, I can have over 200 health out of 388 my max. Therefore, I have like 60% of my health and I'm already getting +5 to my luck that's needed to get critical shot every second shot. If I open my special tab, I have 24 luck. 23 is required to get crit every second shot with faster criticals on third star. Below that, I will have every third shot, what's not bad either. And of course, I do recommend to get it as Secret Service, as will not be sneaking. Therefore, this is the best protection, Secret Service armor. And you can use jetpack, anything. Currently I have dense, but I keep swapping this mid mode, depend what I'm doing, then feel free to use something else. Now, about under armor, I do recommend Shielded Vault armor because this one increases your luck by 2, still gives you a good bonus to intelligence and endurance, then we are getting all that we really want for this build. More tankiness, more experience, and faster criticals. And here is the outfit I'm using, the employee helmet, the Garehan outfit, and the backpack with ore basket paint on it. Don't look at those numbers, this is high capacity backpack and those numbers are broken for quite a long time, but that's just a display issue. I was getting questions so many times about it. It doesn't give you this protection, it's just error on display. If you go for a high capacity backpack, you are actually getting penalty to your energy and radiation resistance, not a bonus. Now the mutation used for this build, Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon. And if you are curious about Adrenal Reaction, that's in here because this is bounce back health build, which means you do not actually manually heal yourself. Your health is just going down, bounce back up, therefore you do not manage your health. Therefore you are getting bonus from Adrenal Reaction, higher or lower, but all the time you are getting bonus from this, then you want Adrenal Reaction, even though it's not a bloodied build. And now just quickly about food buffs we'll be using with this build for easily accessible bonuses that are really good. First, Mute Fruit Juice for extra agility would translate into more AP. Tato Juice would directly gives you more AP. Then Sweetwater Special Blend that gives us a lot of perception thanks to the perks we are using and mutations. 15 perception and you basically have Sweetwater Special Blend for free. Last 1 hour, 15 perception. That's like the best buff here. Chalice Feed if you need more luck. Like if you fall below the threshold of luck to get your crits as you want them, Chalice Feed will fix that. If you have enough luck without it, that's fine. core soup for AP region to have it even faster, and I have running some extra experience buffs, but those are like not important all the time. Those are fine if you want more experience. And now let's go for some combat showcase, and I will be talking more about use case of this build, how to utilize it the best. The most problems I see when people see me running with power armor and using VATS is, but what will happen with your fusion cores? How you will fit those fusion cores? And I don't need to worry about that, because even though the fusion core is draining when I fire, what's obvious, and that can look like a problem as you are draining your fusion core, but I have this legendary perk that recharge my fusion cores, therefore I don't really need to worry about it. My fusion core will get recharged every time I will face an enemy with energy weapon. Some laser weapons or something. Robots have those weapons. Super mutants have those weapons. You will see what will happen with my fusion core when we stumble across a super mutant that does use some kind of laser rifle. Sooner or later there will be a super mutant with laser rifle. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you managed to notice it, as he fires so fast that he recharged my fusion core instantly and top up my health. That's why this is a bounce back up build, as we have perk that will save our life if needed, but in power armor every enemy with energy weapon will fill our health bar back up. Therefore with this build it's not even necessary to go for any type of vampire weapon. Normally I love vampire weapon, but here it's not even needed. It's not a bloodied build, therefore nothing will one-shot you. It is a tanky build. Then you can see no problem with that. And railway rifle with quad, it's perfect. The extra accuracy from perception allows me to go for those headshots even though I'm in power armor. And I headshot them all, no problem. It's not a sniper weapon, I know, but that's not the point. You don't need a sniper weapon. And you can use different railways, you will just reload them a little bit more often. Here I barely to reload, it's like about 2 to 3 spikes per kill on level 100 super mutant, even though it's not a bloodied build. Therefore you can see how this weapon is efficient in ammo. And you recover a lot of this ammo, especially now with area loot. It's super easy to recover the ammo from the shooting. I will try on one of the super mutants in a moment to recover some ammo. You don't recover all, but if you occasionally do daily ops, then that's fine. Or you can just craft it with steel, then it's not like it will cost you anything to shoot this weapon. And damage is great. If you will go into some boss fights now, that's why I have this unyielding underneath. If I want to have crit every second shot and do not drain my fusion cores, I just exit power armor, if I be able to. Come on, let me exit power armor. The downside is you will use more stim packs, as healing from legendary perk will no longer work when you exit, and you will be taking more damage, and your armor will break faster. Like they already broke one of my armor pieces, but stim packs will trigger, will heal you, and you have critical every second shot, which translate into faster kills and much more damage on the boss. If you use it on the boss, that's way more damage. And you can see you are perfectly fine even without power armor. Although the downside of running without power armor, you are not as tanky, you are not healing from enemies firing at you, and on top of that, another armor piece break. Yeah, your armor pieces breaks really fast. But plus, you have critical every second shot. Now, the spikes. Look at that. You can pick up whatever you want, like all the cabs, but important part is, look how many spikes is back. It's not all of them, but quite a bit of the spikes you are getting back after every combat. And you just craft more spikes from steel. And that's probably everything you really need to know about this build. It works perfectly fine. It's like one weapon build, one weapon to rule Appalachia. You don't need any other weapon. This weapon will handle like everything. The only problem that you can have is invisible enemies. So you cannot VATS them while they are invisible. Then you can consider using something else on them and command a weapon that works without VATS, or just wait until they decamouflage and then shoot them. You have two options for that case scenario. And as always, please let me know what you think about this build. Do you like my latest creation? And for now, thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.